2021 has been an especially dangerous year to be a police officer. Researchers say deaths will set a record. And while many of those are COVID-related, violent deaths in the line of duty are also up 50%. We're told that as the end of November, 314 officers were shot on duty and 58 were murdered. And ambush-style attacks up a whopping 116%. So who's to blame for this? And between the danger and all the anti-police sentiment we've seen, how can departments keep up morale and continue to hire? Joining me now, defense attorney, former D.C. police detective, and Fox News contributor Ted Williams. Ted, tell me where you think morale is now, and how is that morale affecting police officers' daily work life?
Hi, Tom. I can tell you that morale is at an all-time low in police departments throughout this country. And when you look at what brings the police officers to the level that they no longer want to serve and protect communities, it's because of an incident like I'm about to tell you. I want to offer my condolences to the family of Officer Kiana Holly. Officer Holly was a Baltimore police officer just sitting in her car, serving and protecting the members of her community, when some lowlives, some thugs, some bottom feeders, two of them, shot and killed her. And these were individuals who were out on bail. Very sad situation.
Now, these kind of things happen, ambush-style killings. Just according to my take on this, I always feel like they happen after big incidents. You know, it happens after protests. It happened after George Floyd. But how do we get out of this? They keep thinking that it's going to be police behavior. They say if the training gets better, it will get better. Technology, if we have body cams, it's going to get us out of this. None of the things that the police do are going to get us out of this. I believe that it's a cultural change that has to happen outside of the police department. How do we make that happen?
Tom, you're absolutely correct. It's a cultural change. We have politicians here who want police officers to protect them, but refuse to protect police officers. We have these individuals who are calling for defunding police departments. And those individuals have put police officers' lives very much out there in danger. I can tell you that some of this is now being reversed in most of these major metropolitan cities about the defunding of police officers. But that certainly is something that's been on the table, and that has been very troublesome to the law enforcement officers who've gone out there and put their lives on the line for those citizens.
You know, you take the show Law and Order. They have the cops working with the prosecutors, and it's about the relationship between the two of those. How much of this is police, and you have prosecutors now, left-wing prosecutors, who are doing social justice work, and it seems like they're making the police's job harder?
Tom, you know, not only are they making it harder, but we seem to favor criminals in this country over law enforcement officers. Oh, yeah, we've got some rotten apples in police departments, and you weed them out. But the mass majority of men and women in police department, they're there to serve and protect. And what they found are prosecutors and judges who will not work with them to put these people behind bars, some of them, and keep them behind bars. And what we found is that before the ink is dry on someone who's been arrested, they are back out on the street. Look at these people who do this smashing and grabbing. These people are organized where they can go into a store, and within minutes, they've cleaned that store out. And then some of them get arrested. And guess what, Tom? They're back out on the street again.
Revolving door. It has been happening. Always awesome, Ted. Thanks for joining us.